Hey guys, this is Nitesh, and I'm not gonna have Life is Strange ready for today, because frankly everything went wrong today. So instead, we've actually got another very interesting thing to talk about. First off, I'm not gonna have my camera on for this because, again, everything went wrong today. But today is currently Tuesday, December 22nd, 2015, and the email I just got is completely irrelevant to what I am saying. Actually, it's not completely irrelevant, but today we have a new Humble Bundle, and it's also the beginning of the Steam Winter Sale. So, how about we take a minute and go through some deals, shall we? So, I think we should start with the Humble Bundle. Now, this is the Square Enix bundle, and the thing that's really interesting to me is they've got some fairly expensive things on here. You know, Realm Reborn is on the Beat the Average content. That's kinda up there. Even though Heaven's Word is out, so it's not the newest thing, this is still kinda up there. So, Life is Strange is currently on sale on Steam, but I'll get to that in a minute. Murdered Soul Suspect, I played through that one like early this year. It's a really good game. It's just, you know, there were some gameplay elements that I don't think really worked. There was a combat thing going on that I don't think it was particularly well done, and it kinda didn't really fit the game. But, you know, it had a great story behind it. Last Remnant, I actually completely forgot about this game. It's been sitting in my Steam library for a while. But this was back in the last console generation. They had an interestingly vague approach to combat, where you kinda let the AI kinda think for itself, and it actually gave you a bit more of a feel of actually commanding your team. Because it's like, you know, if you say, use a lightning attack, and they've got 3 lightning attacks to choose from, they're gonna just one. You're not gonna be able to completely micromanage all of that. I kinda liked that angle of the combat here. The Beat the Average tier, Realm Reborn, which, you know, I'm actually really surprised this is here. Especially, look, less than $4 right now. Might be more than that by the time this video goes up, but less than $4 for Realm Reborn. Just Cause 1 and 2, they're both a bit old, so, you know, not the most expensive games out there, but Just Cause 2 is apparently every bit a great game as Just Cause 3 is. Speaking of, Just Cause 3, you can get $20 off if you get the Beat the Average content. Frankly, it's the same price on Steam, but I actually don't remember if I have a tab open for that. But then you have Front Mission Evolved, which is a giant mech game. You know, can't have enough giant mechs. We have Gyromancer and Yosumin, Hadn't heard about any of these games, like either of these two games, but they're match 3 games. So, yeah, if you're looking for something to... You're looking for something to just kind of blow a bit of time on, you know, if you're bored. But, you know, if to beat the average content, you'll get the stuff that they add in when it happens. For $8.99 or more, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. I haven't actually played this yet. Tomb Raider, absolutely fantastic. I don't think the DLC was particularly worth it though. You know, it's kind of more a case of the normal game is just so fantastic that, like, you just don't really care about the extra stuff. Hitman Absolution, again, I haven't actually gotten around to playing it. I've had it for a while, but just haven't gotten around to playing it. So, look at PSN, they've got their deals, you know, Until Dawn for $40, same with Destiny Taken King Legendary Edition, which that's the one that comes with the game. Which, you know, frankly, if I was gonna get this, I would get the Legendary Edition because, frankly, it's not that much more than the just DLC pack. And I traded in my copy of Destiny a while ago. Comes with, also, like, this just comes with the Taken King. This comes with Taken King, House of Wolves, Dark Below. You know, it comes with all the expansions so far. So, if you're looking to get Destiny, this is the one to get. Until Dawn, this was up for a Best Narrative award at the VGAs. I believe it was Best Narrative. Pretty sure it was Best Narrative. You can get that for $40. I think that's the GameStop price. Destiny Taken King, just talked about that. Battlefield Hardline. I don't know why I have this tab open because I actually found a better deal for it. Yeah, you can get it for $20 if you're a PlayStation Plus member. Or you could go on Origin and get it for $14. Actually, this is a digital deluxe for $14. If you just want the standard edition, that's just $12. So, if you want to pick this up, pick it up there. Meanwhile, on Steam, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna take me a while to actually go through the Steam sales. Partly because the server's actually having a bit of a rough time handling the people who are immediately rushing on to check out the Steam sale. But anyway, Pillars of Eternity. Now this, there was a lot of hype surrounding this. A lot of people loved this game. I never really got around to playing it. Apparently, it's like a very classic RPG. You know, it's like in that classic style with an actually interesting yet awful world. But like, yep, this is a world filled with horrible people who are gonna do horrible things. You know. Life is Strange. Now, I'm gonna be finishing this off probably tomorrow. There's some stuff that I needed to like finish up, and I'm gonna be doing that today. But it's not gonna be ready until tomorrow. Now, you can get the entire thing for $13.39, but that would actually be overpaying for it, because what you can do, go on the Humble store. If you get the $1 tier, you'll get Life is Strange Episode 1. Then, what was the tab? Here it is. Then, get the Season Pass for Episodes 2 and 5, and that's $12.38 instead of $13.39. You know, just $1, but still saving a bit of money. Also, if you get the Beat the Average content, you can get a third off the Life is Strange Season Pass from the Humble store, which that'll bring it down to the same price it is here. So, kinda just becomes a matter of, you know, where do you want to buy it? Hand of Fate. This is one I've been meaning to play this game so much. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I'm so mad about that. Now basically, the premise of this game is where is he? There's that guy there, and he's dealing out cards for your hero's adventure. It's kinda got this randomly generated aspect to it, in that you don't really know what's gonna come next in this level's progression. But it's basically, you're playing this game against this guy, and in the process, you're, you know, adventuring through these worlds that are made from the cards. I wanted to try this out, and I just never got a chance. Darkest Dungeon. Now, this game I heard so much great stuff about, but recently I've heard a bit of backlash about it. Now, it's basically a turn-based RPG with a lot of like roguelike elements, but it kind of messes with like the mental aspect of adventuring, so your characters can actually just start getting really stressed out at all the stuff that's going on, and all the stuff that's kinda just getting to them more and more. They can actually go insane. You know, you have to actually take care of your team. Now the problem is, what I've heard lately is that they kind of rebalance some things, and as a result, the game is just really difficult. But a little bit ago, I was watching someone stream, and it didn't seem that, like, it didn't seem too cheap. Difficult? Yeah. But it didn't seem that cheap. At least not as cheap as what I had heard about it. Payday II. Now this was just in the Humble monthly bundle, but Payday II is notable for, okay, this $5 price point, it actually goes on sale a lot. There are a lot of sales. Also, there's a lot of DLC. you can actually get the Game of the Year edition for $12.49, and frankly, look at how much DLC there is right now. It's probably to some degree worth it. Now, basically, the way this game goes, it's online only, and you and your teammates are trying to do some heist. And one of the things that I found very quickly is that it's not like a just dumb muscle thing. You do kind of have to give it a little thought, because if you just go in guns blazing, they're gonna shoot back. I've actually found it's a lot better to sneak in, just being completely normal, and then right when you're in the middle of where you want to be, that's when you take out the mask and you just get started with what you want to do. Currently, the base game is $5. I would recommend the $12.49 Game of the Year edition. There's definitely enough added into that to make it worth it. Game of Thrones, a Telltale Games series. Now, this is currently $10.19. That's a really good price for a Telltale game. Those things don't go on sale very often. So, basically, anyone who's familiar with the Game of Thrones world, you're basically a member of a minor family in Westeros, and you're getting swept into the politics and everything that's going on. Now, as people who know Game of Thrones, as they're fully aware, there is a lot of awfulness that goes on in that world. The right thing to do is not always the obvious thing to do. And the best intentions tend to really screw things up for everyone. This kinda takes that, you know, a Telltale game set in the Game of Thrones world. That's a recipe for something pretty good. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but I do have episode 1 of it on my PlayStation 4. I haven't gotten around to checking it out. Mad Max. This is the recent game that came out. I think it was, yeah, September. It was kinda brushed under for a while, but it turns out a lot of people actually liked it. You know, it's kind of completely dependent on the open world aspect, which I'm not a huge fan of. But, you know, people who like open world games people who like open world games, you're gonna find a lot to like about this. Right here. VGA Game of the Year Award winner, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. You can currently get that for half off pick that up for 30. So for 38, you can get Witcher Wild Hunt and Hearts of Stone. This game won the Game of the Year award from the VGAs just earlier this year, and it's absolutely worth that. Now, I've actually got a much bigger deal right here. World of Warcraft. Now, you can get the base game, which comes with all the expansions up to Pandaria, and you can get Warlords of Draenor. So, you can basically completely catch up from zero. Like, from absolutely nothing, you can get everything they've come out with so far for less than 20 bucks. Like, it'll be 17, 20, not 20, it'll be 17.50 about, and you'll get the 30 months of game time, which, you know, ordinarily that goes for 15 per month, and you get the level 90 boost if you want to take advantage of that. Now, I've actually talked before on this channel about how, you know, never really got into World of Warcraft, but when I saw this deal, I actually went for it because I was like, you know, whatever. For less than 20 bucks, it's worth a shot. And I actually found that when I took the level 90 boost and jumped right past the early game, I actually found that it was a lot more enjoyable where it, like, dropped me into. You know, early on, like in the early game, I hated working on that. I hated doing that stuff. It was just so dull to me. Jumping in at level 90, it started me right in at some much more interesting stuff, and some stuff that I actually was just really enjoying. So, you know, if you want something to really put the time into, World of Warcraft. You can get everything before their upcoming expansion, Legion, for less than 20 bucks. And I am actually saying it's worth it. Now, that's gonna be it for today's look at the deals. Now, I might actually have another, you know, couple of videos about this, just because, you know, I didn't really get a chance to really go through the Steam deals. So I'm probably gonna end up finding more stuff that I gotta recommend, but this is definitely a good time to kind of hint to people, hey, you know what you should get me? You know, I'd really like a Steam gift card for Christmas. You know, frankly, that's where all the good deals are right now. You know, there's some good stuff on the other storefronts, but frankly, Steam's got the better deals right now. So, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Life is Strange is coming tomorrow. And as always, keep enjoying the videos and subscribe to help the channel and see more.